Hello, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and I'm about to play a little game of GACHA. Now, these are from Japan, and all of our Star Wars Celebration Japan items have made me kind of get excited for their like vending machine, gumball machine style things. So I decided to go on eBay and find a set of Star Wars Celebration. I guess they're called gachas. So I love all of the product that is in Japan, and it's sad that of all the things that I was disappointed about when it came to doing not going to Celebration, the thought of picking up a bunch of these kind of more rare in this country items was the most gut-wrenching part. However, thanks to things like eBay, one can often find the things that one wants, and for a reasonable price. So I believe this is a set of 5. I think they're called gachas, and I'm going to start opening them up. So let's start with one. First of all, I like I gotta say, I like the containers. They almost have a Death Star, like an oval kind of Death Star. I can hardly kind of see. I'll open up one and I'll show you what I mean. But let me just get this out here. Now, how do I open them up? Looks like... ooh, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, I think I see they kind of... Ooh. Huh. Well, I'm not seeing any tape. Yeah, whoa, man, these are... Okay. Yeah, they have a pretty hard quality. Let's first talk about the containers. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with them. I might not even end up keeping them, but... They are cool. They are kind of, they almost have, I mean, I don't think this is like, I don't think this is, this is not exclusive to any Star Wars items, but it does kind of have a Death Star look to it. So that's cool. And this came with, the lineup is Luke, Vader, Stormtrooper, Han Solo, and Chewbacca. Now, obviously, there's a lot written here that I can't read. There is a QR code. I'm not sure. Oh, please access the 2D code for distributors in other regions. Oh, that's cool. But all I can see that says is a Bandai and Namco and Star Wars. That's the only thing, and the names of the characters. That's all I can read on there. So that's what is there. And then we have our little thing here. Now, I think these are keychains, but let's take a look and see. There are a ton of these in Japan. In fact, I've watched a lot of other YouTubers that have gone through and gone through whole stores that are filled with them. This is Star Wars Celebration Japan, 2025, and it's a little action figure keychain. Oh my goodness, look at that! There it is. Now, it's really just a very, very tiny figurine that doesn't have any points of articulation. Looks like just a standard Stormtrooper, maybe a First Order one. They're so tiny, but it's got one of those little like keychain type things. Oh my god, these are adorable. That's awesome. I'm not going to take it out of its little package. The cardboard, it's similar to any action figure. It's got the card stock and the plastic bubble, but this works just like this, and I can just kind of hang them. Maybe I'll figure out a way to connect them all together and hang them. That's cool. All right, so we'll put this guy right here. Okay, now let's go on to this one. All right, let's see if I can get this open any faster. All right. I'm wondering if there's a way, like if I'm supposed to... It feels like it's just very, very well connected. Okay. I'm being very gentle because I do not want to damage the card. They have a lot of other different things. There was a lot of stuff in the Hot Toys booth that I'm hoping that they make available in the States. All right, Darth Vader. Interestingly enough, he comes with a saber. Now I want to take a look at the proportions. Look at this. Look at the saber next to Vader. Right? It feels like it's almost as tall as Vader. I don't know if they have 6-foot sabers, but that's all right. It's fine. But again, it's just the concept of the action figure. If only these were like actual Star Wars, Kenner-like action figures. But no, it's the Celebration, kind of the stock art that they use for Celebration Japan 2025 in the back. And it says Star Wars Celebration on the back, 2025. So that's cool. Now, I don't generally like to pick up items from Star Wars from an event I wasn't at, but these I thought were really cool. So I decided to. This is probably like the one thing. And I'll check when, sometimes a few weeks in, if StarWars.com or ReedPop puts some stuff on sale that they didn't sell. If it's not Star Wars Celebration specific related, I might consider it. But it depends. There wasn't really anything that was really coming out. Even the Hasbro action figure was just Black Series, so I really wasn't interested. If they come out with anything, usually if it's a Hallmark ornament or if it's a vintage collection size figure, I'll pick it up. But most other Celebration merch I usually tend to avoid unless I'm there. Here we have Han Solo. Again, these are not really figures. They're more like statues. Mini, tiny 1-inch statues. But cool, And again, it comes with a little dangling chain. I guess you could use it as a keychain. I don't know how effective that would be, but you could. This cardboard is going to break off if you do that, but it makes it easy to display. That's for sure. Okay, 2 more. Chewbacca. With Han Solo comes Chewbacca. The Wookiee. So many cool things come out of Japan when it comes to the collectibles. And not just Star Wars. I mean, any kind of collections. There he is. Trying to get a no glare. Let's see what the two of them look next to each other. I mean, all right. Again, we're talking about little tiny toys here, but they're kind of the same height. I wish they were proportioned differently, but then again, Han Solo and Vader. Han almost looks taller than Vader. So I guess we're not going to worry about that. All right, last one. Is this like an ASMR thing? I'm sure someplace if I called it that. It's a pain to get out. And last but certainly not least, Luke Skywalker. Kind of remember that pose from one of Mark Hamill's earliest like publicity shots with the arms crossed, right? Doesn't think it comes with a saber. It's just Luke, farm boy Luke. And there you go. So there was a set of 5, and that's the ones that came with it, and that is that. So, I mean, not a lot of room. Doesn't take up a lot of room. I think, space is of a premium. Right? So I am totally down with this being a cool type of collectible that I wish that we could see. I mean, I remember when Episode 1 came out, there were a lot of gumball machine type vending machines that you could get stickers, but nothing 3-dimensional like this in the States. So I'm hoping that that's something that maybe we'll see down the road. But anyway, really cool. You can find them on eBay, different prices, shop around. But I'm going to probably hook them all together and just hang them at someplace. So thanks so much for watching, folks. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button to get the latest episode, to be notified of the latest episodes. Check out all my playlists. Check me out on Instagram and Bluesky, and Darth Tuba's unboxing page on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.